noite, vamos voltar a jogar Life Strange.
Hard to think about anything besides Chloe at the moment. But if I want to save her and everyone else, I need to start finding answers now. Where can I dig up more information on Abraxas? Maybe I can find someone to help me.
Encontre o Vi. Max tinha intenção que Max você capaz de mudar Charlie ainda cheguei no final da escada. Mas sendo bem sincero, essa escada parece ser infinita. Preciso parar de fumar. É uma ótima ideia, quem sabe depois de resolver a crise existencial. Combinado. Tá, acho que escalei um monte de ciência. Tô entrando. Boa sorte, me manda notícias. Notícia, é mentira, ainda tem mais escada. Pensamento. Então, aqui, objetivos encontre o Vi. Só isso. Temos colecionáveis. Perdemos um aqui, no caso de Frankenstein. Temos 2 faltando, vou ter que pegar depois. Diligência normativa. Deve ter algum nesse capítulo.
I hope Yasmin forgives me for lying about Sophie. I could really use a friend on this president wall. Yasmin was far from perfect, but damn do I miss having her in charge.
Bom, ele deve estar aqui sentado na mesa dele.
Ugh, the Caledon rebrand is beginning. When a slogan feels like a personal attack.
Tá olhando aqui, menino?
Can I put my International Photography Award in here? Maybe we get Owen to take me seriously. I always make conversation and bad rock puns when I see Gretchen. She just has sentimental value. Good morning. Okay. Promise is a promise.
What happened last night was terrifying. I hope you're taking care of yourself.
Thank you. How are you doing?
Question 1. What is your connection to the Abraxas Society?
I don't have one. Some of my students are members, but I'm not.
Then why were you in their basement last night?
Our new president has a lot of plans for Caledon. It appears that Abraxas is standing in the way of those plans.
Question 2. Should students be concerned about an unchecked secret society running...
Loretta. My turn. How are you doing?
I'm coping, honestly. I think it would help me get some closure if I understood what happened last night.
I respect the need for closure. And for answers.
I swear, Max. There's something weird about this. Abraxas is hiding something. Nobody's been able to take them on, ever. The Caledon Crier has been publishing for 60 years. You know what's in their archives? Puff pieces on how Abraxas throws the best parties. I've searched Abraxas and every other creepy occult word I could think of. Nothing of substance.
I'll make you a deal. In lieu of any more grilling, how about I find you some more search terms? Then we can pool our research.
I'll consider it.
Abraxas has a lot of secrets. It's time somebody cracked them.
Investigue Abraxas e ajuda a Loretta a encontrar termos de pesquisa. Agora tem que fazer um monte de coisa. Rituais e relíquias na vida moderna.
If a bunch of rowdy Abraxans start building a bonfire, it could get bad, fast.
Brincando com o fogo. O fogo é o elemento mais belo e perigoso da natureza. Embora geralmente só lembremos do seu potencial destrutivo, ele também representa novos começos, já que o fogo purifica e remodela tanto quanto destrói. Ele lembra a bruxa moderna, que ela possui um enorme poder, que se usado sem controle pode ser devastador. Caso queira incorporar o fogo à sua prática, algumas velas, pilares, vermelhas se preferir, trarão poder e foco ao seu próximo ritual. Ou cogite criar uma fogueira, onde a beleza das chamas se mostra por completo. Rituais com fogueiras são particularmente poderosos quando combinados com feitiços de banimento ou esquecimento. Lembranças dolorosas de um ex. Não há melhor forma de seguir em frente do que arremessando uma antiga carta de amor ou foto nas chamas. Não tem nada nele.
I always thought Abraxas was creepy. But at least it's the least creepy rooster-reptile hybrid.
No bestiário mitológico, há um número surpreendente de criaturas oriundas de um par improvável, um galo e um réptil. A lista abaixo não é exclusiva. Consulte capítulo 9, lendas locais, para mais detalhes sobre o Snargaster, basilisco, cabeça e corpo de galo, cauda de cobra, criado a partir de um ovo de cobra ou sapo, chocado por uma galinha. Seu olhar é fatal e seu bafo pode sufocar vítimas. Fraqueza, doninha, Abraxas, cabeça de galo, corpo de homem, serpente como pernas. Que esquisito. Relatos divergentes, um demônio ou deus egípcio. É dito que o nome tem um significado mágico. Pode ser uma abreviação de abracadabra. Associações históricas com tempo, destino e equilíbrio. Cocatriz, cabeça de galo, corpo e asas de dragão. Criado a partir do ovo de galinha. Chocado por um sapo cobra. Também possui um olhar fatal. Fraqueza, o canto do galo. Fraqueza. Não tem da Abraxas. O Basilisco tem fraqueza, mas a Abraxas não. Não.
Learning through osmosis. Not a well-respected field, but the early research is promising. Vin adores Jack Parsons. I wonder if it's an Abraxas thing or a Vin thing.
Luas, estrelas e o oculto, a vida ligada de Jack Parsons. Poucos alcançaram os níveis da fama e notoriedade de Jack Parsons. Ai, meu Deus. Tendo se destacado em duas áreas distintas, como um brilhante cientista de foguete e um ocultista. Nascido em outubro, Parsons era engenheiro, que morreu em 17 de junho, aos 37 anos, repousando no laboratório. Que coisa, não? Entre seu trabalho, antes de não ser enganado, suas contribuições ao movimento da contracultura americana, Parsons deixou uma marca indelével. Alguns até acreditam pelo crescente interesse da nossa cultura pelo neoplagismo. Parsons é visto com razão como um pioneiro do setor aeroespacial, mas seu legado estaria incompleto sem as suas contribuições às práticas ocultistas modernas. Em todos os aspectos da vida, ele trabalhou incansavelmente para romper o véu conhecido e desconhecido.
Can you try Bonfire? A few Labor Day parties, a production of The Arsonists, and... Oh.
Look at the date. That's this weekend. Do they have an annual bonfire?
Ugh. They misspelled Abraxas. Amateurs.
I mean, it's a student newspaper. You're all amateurs.
Excuse you.
22 de setembro. Fogueira em casa de sociedade secreta levanta suspeita. Uma grande fogueira na casa Abraxas saiu do controle e se espalhou pelo gramado no sábado. O corpo de bombeiro de Bedford foi chamado na rua Fremont de 180, após vários vizinhos sentirem cheiro da fumaça. Quando os bombeiros chegaram, as chamas já tinham sido quase extintas. A sociedade emitiu uma declaração esta manhã, pedindo desculpa pelo incêndio e assegurando à comunidade que não haveria menores bebendo no local. Essa confusão com a polícia se deu após o envolvimento da sociedade em diversas pegadinhas e na memorável festa de Krampus do ano passado, bem memorável para nós que não fomos pagar na emergência por intoxicação alcoólica. Alguns alunos defendem a excentricidade das Abraxas, enquanto outros dizem que ela desviou demais suas raízes ocultistas.
Try Jack Parsons. One article. Already read this one. I told you. Puff pieces.
When I heard about Diamond,
I know. That's when I really started digging into Abraxas.
Não lembro dessa menina. Abraxas promete estabilidade. sinal tá virado. O antigo presidente crê que essa cidade tá futuramente. Pode ser presidente é difícil, mas não é o fim do mundo. Quando cheguei na Caledon, eu era um garoto desajeitado de tarde, com a paixonite e o Jack Parson. A Abraxa era um belo refúgio. Demais.
So, what do we know? That Abraxas has been getting away with mayhem for decades. They could do anything to anyone, and we'd never know.
But the party wasn't on just any day. Is there something special about this weekend? I'll be right back.
Tem que olhar mais coisa.
I always make conversation and bad rock puns when I see Gretchen. Did someone vandalize this plaque? Or are they trying to add to Gretchen's list of accomplishments?
Membro da primeira turma mista, Gretchen foi responsável pela Liga de Igualdade de Mulheres. O Correio da Caledon e outras iniciativas continuam fazendo Caledon. Tem que procurar mais coisas.
Abraxas is really going to war with the administration. Not sure who's winning.
Deixa eu ver se eu desbloqueei alguma coisa aqui. Nada com os alunos.
Learning through osmosis. Not a well-respected field, but the early research is promising.
Vou olhar de novo aqui se tem alguma coisa.
Can I put my International Photography Award in here? Maybe it would get Owen to take me seriously.
Não dá pra subir. Ver se tem alguma coisa aqui de novo.
I don't think Vin has let all of his recent success get to his head. But it's hard to tell with him.
Acho que vou ter que falar com ele. Que bonitinho.
Abraxas has a lot of secrets. It's time somebody cracked them. I can't believe Vin saddled his hedgehog with his own totally not embarrassing middle name. Vin's moved up in the world since his administrative assistant days.
Diretor administrativo.
I'm guessing the university wouldn't pay for a new nameplate, so he made one himself. Classic Vin. Abraxas has a lot of secrets. It's time somebody cracked them. Vin has really built a career for himself as Caledon's president whisperer. What the hell? You towed my car?
You mispronounced. Thank you for saving my job, Vin. I owe you several drinks. Owen is furious that the demolition was held up. What do you think would happen if you found out you were there, why were you there?
There is something strange going on. It's centered around the Abraxas house, and I think you know what it is.
Max, I don't have time for your sleuthing. Owen needs my help, the board is asking questions, and there goes my Saturday.
What has he gotten you mixed up in?
Nothing. The Abraxas house was irreparably damaged by the storm.
Didn't look that bad to me.
And Owen's Caledon 2.0 plans hinge on the future site of the Scientific Institute for Caledon. Unfortunately abbreviated, SICK. I know he's a dick, but he's an ambitious leader. And he's got the backing of the board. So, the house is coming down.
Loretta was in the house last night. Owen's recklessness could have gotten her killed.
Owen fast-tracked a planned demolition. Loretta was creeping around a condemned building in the middle of the night. Who's reckless here?
I don't understand. You were the president of Abraxas. Doesn't this bother you?
Of course it does. I want to keep Caledon weird. And I want to keep the Abraxas house in all of its haunted glory. But this is happening. All I can do is advocate. For Abraxas, you, and the arts in general, I'm doing my best. Now, are you gonna take my word for it? Or are you gonna keep asking me questions that I can't answer?
If someone wanted to learn more about Abraxas, who should they talk to?
Oh, God. Are you part of Loretta's weird crusade?
I don't mean Abraxas any harm, but I have questions, and I know better than to ask you.
Listen. Don't bother talking to anyone. The secret society has been secretive since the 90s, but it wasn't always that way. All I'm saying.
I can see you're swamped. I'll leave you to it.
Stay out of trouble, please.
Acho que eu tenho que voltar no tempo.
Look for Gretchen Kostov.
The founder of the newspaper? There's gonna be a lot. Okay. Several articles written by her, a few reviews of her films, and... Huh.
The Abraxas Society wasn't always the Abraxas Society.
But it seems like the occultist stuff was there from the beginning.
A Liga pela Igualdade das Mulheres anuncia mudanças. A Liga pela Igualdade das Mulheres de Caledon mudará de nome no ano que vem. O grupo vem coletando sugestões para um novo nome, o qual será votado no próximo semestre. A Liga já passou por muitas mudanças na última década. A fundadora Gretchen enfrentou uma árdua luta. Primeiro para estabelecer o grupo e depois conseguir uma sede fora do campus. Na época, de acordo com a lei de Lakeport, Qualquer casa com duas ou mais mulheres em parentesco vivendo junto era legalmente considerada um bordel. Desde que se estabeleceu na rua Fremont, o grupo organizou diversos protestos anti-guerra e rituais ocultistas sociais, embora os membros mantenham as cerimônias em sigilo. Muitos já declararam que o grupo não é um culto ou coven. A Liga começou a aceitar homens no ano passado, o que talvez tenha motivado a troca do nome.
So, what do we know?
That Abraxas has been getting away with mayhem for decades. They could do anything to anyone, and we'd never know.
But the party wasn't on just any day. Is there something special about this weekend? I'll be right back. Having a journalism major on the case is coming in handy. Sorry, me again. If you're working today, does that mean Owen is too?
Locked in there all morning. And no, you can't talk to him. I can't even get in there, and I've got 10 urgent messages for him.
I can see you're swamped. I'll leave you to it.
Stay out of trouble, please.
Gente, e agora? Como que eu vou investigar a Brax?
Venadors, Jack Parsons. I wonder if it's an Abraxas thing or a Ven thing.
Acho que vai ter que ser lá na conversa. Foi esse? Acho que eu vi, não foi, imagem.
Mabon. That's it. But what is it?
Não sei que data que a gente tá. Não deve saber.
Okay. Try Mabon.
Oh, here we go. A masked Mabon party? And look, it's the same weekend as the other article. They must be prepping for another one tonight.
A Dia das Trevas na Caledônia? Você sabia que aqui mesmo no nosso campus pode haver uma sociedade ocultista praticando artes das trevas na Harry Potter? Dizem até que eles jogam Dungeons & Dragons. Este veículo não revelará o nome do grupo, o qual já ameaçou investigadores com processos por difamação. Mas podemos noticiar com exclusividade que ocorreu uma festa do Mabon fora do campus, sábado passado. Os presentes usavam máscaras e bebiam poções em taças gravadas. À meia-noite, um ritual desconhecido foi conduzido no porão. Esta fotografia foi obtida de uma fonte anônima, que estava ansiosa para me convencer que o Mabon não é satânico e sim celebra o ciclo de morte e renascimento, e que os boatos de sacrifício humano são muito exagerados. A fonte encerrou a conversa quando eu perguntei se a famosa câmara de segredo deles tem, como muitos especulam, um portal para o inferno.
This is what we need. I just have to get my hands on a mask, and I could go anywhere, talk to anyone. Max?
There won't be a party. We need to talk to Vin and shut it down.
Hold on. Think about this. I'll post part 1 of my podcast tonight, then we'll go and ask people about it. They'll spill their guts.
No way. It's too risky.
Risky how? You're still not telling me something, aren't you? I told the police I was in that basement alone. Now you're stonewalling me?
Someone anonymously threatened the school. I can't get anyone to take it seriously, and I'm looking into it myself. That's the truth.
I knew there was something. Max, this party is how we find the truth. I'm out of leads. President Teller ignored my requests for a comment. Reggie says I'm crazy. Tonight is my last chance.
Okay. I have a responsibility to try and stop the party. But Abraxas has ways of getting around the authorities, so I don't know how much good it'll do. I know you want answers. I also know that if you go to the Abraxas house tonight, you'll be putting yourself in danger. Again. Promise me you won't do that.
I promise I will try to find the truth and not do anything stupid in the process. I'm sorry. That's the best I can do.
I could rewind and make Loretta forget the party is even happening. But is that a step too far?
Acho que é melhor.
Okay. Try Maybon.
Era aqui mesmo.
Oh, here we
Ai,
go.
caraca, vai falar tudo de novo.
A masked Maybon? This is what we need. I just have to get my hands on a mask, and
Só voltar,
I could
então.
go anywhere, talk to anyone. Max?
There won't be a party. We need to talk to Vin and shut it down.
Hold on.
Não dá pra
Think
pular, já
about
vi
this.
isso.
I'll post part 1 of my podcast tonight, then we'll go and ask people about it. They'll spill their guts.
No way. It's too risky.
Risky how? You're still not telling me something, aren't you? I told the police I was in that basement alone. Now you're stonewalling me?
I'm telling you, I only have suspicions right now. If you're gonna blow this story wide open, you need solid proof.
That's what I'm saying. I'm out of leads. President Teller ignored my requests for a comment. Reggie says I'm crazy. Tonight is my last chance.
Okay. I have a responsibility to try and stop the party. But Abraxas has ways of getting around the authorities, so I don't know how much good it'll do. I know you want answers. I also know that if you go to the Abraxas house tonight, you'll be putting yourself in danger. Again. promise me you won't do that.
I promise I will try to find the truth and not do anything stupid in the process. I'm sorry. That's the best I can do.
Vamos voltar aqui pra ela não lembrar da festa. E aí é só não falar mais com ela. Pronto. Agora pare a festa. Pare a festa. Quando vai para a festa?
I kept her safe, and she'll never know. And if she did, she'd never forgive me.
Não dá pra tirar foto de ninguém.
Sorry, me again. Vin, you have to cancel the Maybon party.
He did. I told Reggie there wasn't a good backup spot to build a bonfire. It's canceled as of last...
Vin, I need that file from the archive by end of day.
Got it right here. Sir, about these messages...
They'll have to wait.
Vin looked like he wanted to chase Owen out of the room. Maybe I can push him over the edge. I should rewind and convince Vin to leave when Owen does.
Nossa, eu junto com ele.
Sorry, me again. You need help getting Owen's attention? Loretta is planning to release her podcast about the demolition tonight. But maybe if Owen gives her the comment she's after, he can reduce the damage.
Holy shit. That will get his attention. And, oh god. Make him supremely angry. Still, thank you.
Vin, I need that file from the archive by end of day.
Got it right here. Sir, I have to speak with you immediately.
Not now.
It's new information about that podcast.
Fine. Walk with me.
That should buy me enough time to search the outfit. Normally I wouldn't suspect Caledon's president of arson. But someone's about to burn down the building he wants to get rid of. Owen could work anywhere he wanted, but he came back to Caledon. I thought that was sweet, before I met him. Can I hate something that would make Moses happy? I think I can. Nice, still logged in. Guess I'm due for a lucky break.
E-mail de Reis Demolição para Owen. Assunto, caralho. Owen, que história é essa dos caras da minha equipe dizendo que você denunciou eles pra polícia? Eles vão ouvir bastante por não terem checado o porão. Mas quem disse para eles que a demolição tinha sido aprovada? Quem me garantiu? Olhando no meu olho sobre os documentos legais. Estavam em dia e tem que ser hoje à noite. Tem noção da merda que seria se os policiais tivessem achado os explosivos? Eu tive de esconder eles em uma lixeira, igual uma porrada de mafiosos. Só aceitei esse contrato como um favor para Yasmin. Mas chega. Falei pra minha equipe recolher os equipamentos. Encontre outra pessoa para fazer seu trabalho sujo. É melhor preparar seus advogados, seu merda.
Owen's trying to seem more likable, so he outsources the job to a chatbot. This fucking guy.
Deve para... arranjar um programa de chat para pronto para notícias da noite dele. Como já disse, me preocupa um pouco usar a sua voz. Sei que estamos tentando lidar com uma situação prática e desagradável. As minhas situações mais restritas, um usuário poderia fazer você ver praticamente qualquer coisa. Creio que você possa imaginar os possíveis problemas de cabeça. É como eu te disse, me avise se tiver algum feedback para o desenvolvedor.
Oh, that doesn't sound like Owen at all.
Dei assim para Owen. Vocês também vão discutir sua mensagem anterior após a reunião do conselho. Acho que a verdadeira questão é como você conseguiu foder a sua relação com a filha a ponto de não responder suas ligações. Talvez você deva parar de tentar, ou talvez eu deva oferecer uma vaga de professora para ela. Claramente, ela é o verdadeiro talento da família, Owen. Estou recebendo ligações da empresa de demolição. O Stan está furioso e ameaçando me processar. O que aconteceu na casa ontem à noite?
Hi, I'm Callie, your Caledon automated assistant. How can I help you today?
Did he lose his key or something? Everyone keeps saying that the Abraxas house is badly damaged, but I didn't see anything wrong. I might never get a chance like this again. I have to find something.
Investigar mais o quê? Não.
Everyone keeps saying that the Abraxas house is badly damaged, but I didn't see anything wrong.
Hi, I'm Callie, your Caledon automated assistant. How can I help you today?
Ah, tá.
The Abraxas Society was founded in 1962 by Gretchen Kostov. Originally known as the Caledon Women's Equality League, the group is open to all students in good academic standing.
Was worth a shot.
President Teller has his weekly meeting scheduled with Reggie Kagan. Location, Central Quad.
Wait, he was just here. Breaking into his own files? That weird email to Yasmin? That wasn't Owen just now. Holy shit. Sophie. What was she doing in Owen's office? She asked Vin to get a file for her. She's up to something. Oh no.
Max? Are you, like, in there?
Hi, I'm...
Owen just said you've been trying to break into his office?
President Teller's office. Sir?
Vin, I just received a package. Please retrieve it from the mail room.
Sir, it's the weekend. The mailroom is closed today.
Shit.
Mailrooms are designed for a dissemination and distribution of letters and packages. The U.S. Postal Service was founded by Benjamin Franklin in 1775.
The hell?
Fuck it. I'm coming in.
E voltando no tempo. Vamos tentar da biblioteca.
Owen just said you've been trying to break into his office? I told him...
President Teller's office. Sir?
Vin, please meet me in the library. We need to discuss tech and corporate synergies.
Sure. I'll see you there.
You want to play cat and mouse, Sophie? Let's play. Sophie could be anywhere by now. Knowing her, she probably stuck around to watch me squirm.
I need your assurance that our understanding still holds. This isn't just about Abraxas' future, Reggie. It's about yours, too.
Max, hey, I needed to ask you about yesterday's assignment. Do you have a minute? Sorry, President Teller, I really need to understand this whole a negative space thing.
Why do I suspect you're not looking to talk photography?
Sorry, I just needed to get out of there.
Are you okay?
It's been a day. Owen's breathing down my neck, up to my ass in angry emails, and now Marlon says I'm acting crazy.
Why would he say that?
When I saw him this morning, he asked if he could borrow something important, and now he's saying he never even saw me. Stoner. He probably just lost it and he doesn't want to admit it. But it's extremely important for reasons that are extremely time sensitive.
I can help you look for it if you...
No, sorry. I just need to take care of this by myself. It's fine. It's probably a whole stack if I'm down in the basement. I just need to get there early.
So the party is still at the Abraxas house. Good to know. What was that talk with you and Owen about? It sounded intense.
Nothing important. Just ensuring the success of Caledon 2.0. No pressure.
He said the two of you had an understanding?
Understanding? Who really understands anything these days? What does that word even mean, you know?
Reggie, I know there's a lot going on. Just be careful.
I always am. See you around, Max.
That was definitely Reggie. But what about the rest of the
A
quad?
Sophie teve esse menino dançando aí.
When Safi was impersonating Owen, she took a Caledon folder from Vin. That's my tell. Anyone with a Caledon folder could be Safi. I need to check out each one I find.
Eu tô
The
achando
man
que
has
esse aqui...
absolutely no hold on this guy.
Ai, meu Deus do céu. Eu já tenho duas fotos aqui e eu tô moscando. Eu tenho que fazer a identificação que ela passa.
Still no sign of Safi. I can always tell how I'm feeling by what I see in this sculpture. Today it looks like a dragon. Safi was just shapeshifted as Owen. Maybe she didn't have time to change yet. The whole school feels about as stable as you do right now. Safi was just shapeshifted as Owen. Maybe... I don't mean to interrupt.
Well, unless you want to help me liaise with the Abraxas Alumni Network, you are. Excuse me.
I can't just push Owen to talk. What if it's the real Owen? I need to rewind and regroup.
Encontre alguém.
Down with President Teller! Down with President Teller! Save the Abraxas house!
President Teller's sitting in the quad over there. I'm not sure he can hear you.
I can do something about that. Thanks, lady.
I hope the power of protest is enough to get Owen away from that folder.
Down with President Teller! Save the Abraxas house! Down with President Teller! Save the Abraxas house!
Safi saw my class. Maybe she'd shapeshift as one of my students. Hey, Jeanette.
Oh, hey, Max. Fancy seeing you here.
Doing some alfresco homework?
Oh, no, it's a personal project.
Were you pleased with the photos you took in class?
Definitely. But I wanted to get a few more to choose from. I asked Reggie if he wanted to shoot together, but he said he had some pressing plans. Lame.
I'll leave you to it. See you in class.
Max, have you ever... I'm sort of thinking about applying to grad school.
For what?
Oh. I shouldn't have... Never mind.
Wait, Jeanette, I didn't...
It's cool, Max. I'll see you in class.
Hey, Jeanette.
Oh, hey, Max. Fancy seeing you here.
I've been meaning to ask you, have you ever considered applying to grad school for photography?
Yes, actually. I wanted to ask you about it, but I figured if you thought it was a good idea, you would have brought it up.
I'm sorry. I'm still new at teaching, and I'm not used to people caring about my opinion. But of course, I think you're good enough.
Most of the applications require an artist statement, so I've been working on one. Would you mind taking a look?
I'd love to.
Ugh, it sounds really pretentious.
Artist statements are just like that. You're right in the pocket.
I know it's a long shot, but I really love your class, and some of these programs have financial aid, so...
So what on earth do you have to lose by applying?
Exactly.
Okay, let's meet after class on Tuesday. I'll do my own research on MFA programs, and we can touch base.
That would be amazing.
Hey, don't wait for other people to tell you that you're an artist. You are an artist, whether they see it or not.
Wow. Thanks, Max. I'm so lucky to have you as my mentor.
Don't start crying. Don't start crying.
E aí? Outro que verifique a pasta do homem de alguém para distrair o homem. Camarada corpulento. Conte a ela.
Sophie can't have gone far. I need to keep looking.
Welcome back to Academia Now. I'm honored to be joined by the new president of Caledon University, Dr. Owen Teller.
Thank you, and the honor is all mine.
President Teller, you've received a lot of attention since your appointment. Your predecessor, Yasmin Fayyad, leaves a substantial legacy, although her tenure ended abruptly. Do you plan to follow her path or forge your own?
First off, no one can doubt President Fayyad's commitment to excellence. Caledon was a sleepy New England backwater before her. Under her leadership, it became a world-class institution. But I took the reins during a time of great uncertainty, both for Caledon and for higher education in general. New challenges require broad visions and new strategies.
You're referring to your Caledon 2.0 plans, I take it? This is the newly announced initiative to expand Caledon campus and reorient towards technology and applied sciences.
Correct. It's a bold plan, but one that we believe meets the moment.
But how has the student body responded to your vision for the school?
Some of our students have a flair for the dramatic, but many of them are just anxious to know that their investment in a world-class education will pay off, which is my entire focus. The soul of Caledon isn't dead, it's expanding. Expanding to the tune of a state-of-the-art science complex and a 10-story dormitory just in Phase 1.
And how has the town of Lakeport responded to your expansion plans? I have heard there is a growing protest movement against Caledon within the town, accusations of monopolizing funds and displacing residents.
Civic and business leaders are ecstatic about our development plans. They've bought into a long-term future where both Caledon and Lakeport thrive.
Respectfully, I'm not sure you answered my question.
I believe I did. Now, under the Caledon 2.0 plan,
Sometimes this sculpture feels like a self-portrait. Not today, though.
Oxe, me pediu pra sentar.
Hello?
Hey, hippie. Just checking in.
Have you talked to Moses?
Not yet. He was with a student. I'm just sitting outside the planetarium, trying to imagine what it would be like to go to school here. But if I had that kind of money, I'd probably just buy a tour bus.
You are gonna love Moses. I wish I could be there for this meeting of the minds.
I don't. This way, we can jump straight into talking shit about you.
Har. Well, I'm sure he'll have some theories about what's happening with you. He'll probably want to run some tests, too. He can get a little test-happy when it comes to powers and timelines.
On my trip out here, I spent hours wondering what it would be like to see you again. But I never expected mad scientist friend hangout.
What did you expect?
Most often, a slammed door in my face.
Really? Why?
Well, we didn't part ways on the best terms, and you never responded to my text.
I wanted to. I worried that if I sent you one text, I might send you 1,000. I mean, we talked all morning, and there's still so much more to say.
Well, it's a start.
So what I'm hearing is, even though the school's in danger and reality's a mess, this trip is going better than you expected?
Oh. Damn. I guess it is.
I should get back to the search. I'll text you when I know anything.
See you soon.
The man has absolutely no hold on this guy.
Ele tá aqui ainda, né?
Is Abraxas scheduling any sort of formal protest this weekend?
Nah, we'll be too busy sleeping it off.
Sleeping what off?
You know, it.
Good talk.
Down with President Teller!
This guy doesn't seem like he'd mind pissing off the president. Maybe I can use that.
President Teller! Save the Abraxas house!
Is Abraxas scheduling any sort of formal
Sure, boy.
protest this weekend?
Nah, we'll be too busy sleeping it off.
Sleeping what off?
You know, it.
Good talk.
Down with President...
Tem que voltar tudo. Depois eu coloco a menina de novo.
Down with President Teller! Save the Abraxas house! Down with President Teller! Down with
Vou voltar a ter. Vamos ver.
Save the Abraxas house! Down with President Teller! Save the Abraxas house!
President Teller's sitting in the quad over there. I'm not sure he can hear you.
I can do something about that. Thanks, lady. Down with President Teller! Save the Abraxas house! Save the Abraxas house! Down with President Teller! Save the Abraxas house!
Reggie is working really hard to advocate for Abraxas. I don't think this will help.
Gotta mix direct action with institutional pressure. Down with President Teller! Down with President Teller! Save the Abraxas house!
Que coisa.
President Teller's sitting in the quad over there. I'm not sure he can hear you.
I can do something about that. Thanks, lady. Down with President Teller! Save the Abraxas house!
Será que eu vou tentar lá? Cadê?
Down with President Teller! Save the Abraxas house!
I don't mean to interrupt.
Defend the students' right to self-govern! Save the Abraxas
What is it now?
Era isso então.
Well, this certainly wasn't pulled from the archives. Must be the real Owen.
Reggie's gonna deal with it. Did you know he was an economics major before he met you and switched to visual arts? What a shame.
So you became the president of a liberal arts college, but you hate the arts. What's that about?
Contrary to the graffiti around campus, I'm not a heartless suit. For example, I'm something of a collector of Stieglitz prints.
You know, Stieglitz was one of the first people to champion photography as an art form.
He was, though I'm sure Stieglitz would be horrified at the state of postmodern art.
Well, Stieglitz has been dead nearly 100 years. I'd feel disappointed if he wasn't a little freaked out by my work. You really seem to have it out for the Abraxas Society.
Yes. How dare I want to get rid of a damaged building and build some much-needed classroom space.
I have nothing against a new science building. But
Loretta Rice is tenacious in her pursuit of rumor and nonsense. All the more reason to demolish the house and move past the rumors once and for all.
Your plans to expand the campus are receiving a lot of pushback. Have you had any second thoughts?
Of course not. The situation in academia is dire. If we aren't aggressive in securing our future, we won't have one.
If you change Caledon beyond recognition, have you secured its future at all?
A question for philosophers and linguists who, despite my better judgment, still have majors here.
I'll let you get back to it.
Please.
Grosso. E agora? Deixa eu falar de novo uma menina, que eu acho que vai ter que falar com ela.
Down with President Teller! Save the Abraxas house!
Hey, Jeanette.
Oh, hey, Max. Fancy seeing you here.
Eu voltei tudo, né? Então vamos falar com ela.
I've been meaning to ask you. Have you ever considered applying to grad school for photography?
Yes. Actually, I wanted to ask you about it. But I figured if you thought it was a good idea, you would have brought it up.
I'm sorry. I'm still new at teaching, and I'm not used to people caring about my opinion. But of course, I think you're good enough.
Most of the applications require an artist statement, so I've been working on one. Would you mind taking a look?
I'd love to.
Ugh, it sounds really pretentious.
Artist statement?
I know it's a long shot, but I really love your class, and some of these programs have financial aid, so...
So what on earth do you have to lose by applying?
Exactly.
Okay, let's meet after class on Tuesday. I'll do my own research on MFA programs, and we can touch base.
That would be amazing.
Hey, don't wait for other people to tell you that you're an artist. You are an artist, whether they see it or not.
Wow. Thanks, Max. I'm so lucky to have you as my mentor.
Don't start crying. Don't start crying.
Não sei se agora vai ter que ouvir de novo as coisas. Deixa eu olhar de novo nos lugares que eu fui. Está dormindo.
Sophie knows all the English teachers. If she wanted to blend in, maybe she'd choose one of them?
Tá, calma aí. Tem que fazer tudo de novo, porque eu voltei tudo.
Hello?
Hey, hippie. Just checking in.
Have you talked to Moses?
Not yet. He was with a student. I'm just sitting outside the planetarium, trying to imagine what it would be like to go to school here. But if I had that kind of money, I'd probably just buy a tour bus.
You are gonna love Moses. I wish I could be there for this meeting of the minds.
I don't. This way, we can jump straight into talking shit about you.
Har har. Well, I'm sure he'll have some theories about what's happening with you. He'll probably want to run some tests, too. He can get a little test-happy when it comes to powers and timelines.
On my trip out here, I spent hours wondering what it would be like to see you again. But I never expected mad scientist friend hangout.
What did you expect?
Most often, a slam door in my face.
Really? Why?
Well, we didn't part ways on the best terms, and you never responded to my text.
I wanted to. I worried that if I sent you one text, I might send you 1,000. I mean, we talked all morning, and there's still so much more to say.
Well, it's a start.
So what I'm hearing is, even though the school's in danger and reality's a mess, this trip is going better than you expected?
Oh. Damn. I guess it is.
I should get back to the search. I'll text you when I know anything.
See you soon.
Tá, agora tem que procurar os professores. Quem deve ser? Você não é professor. Deve ser aquelas mulheres.
Are we sure we want to do this? What if my husband finds out?
I already told my husband. He was excited.
Sophie knows all the English teachers. If she wanted to blend in, maybe she'd choose one of them?
Are we sure we want to do this? What if my husband finds out?
I already told my husband. He was excited until I told him he couldn't watch.
Oh, Max, can you give us a moment? We're discussing some plans. I wish my husband was as open-minded as yours. Okay, I'll book us the hotel room.
Try to get one on the top floor. We could get pretty loud.
Sorry. Give us a minute. Sorry. Give us a minute.
Okay, so they were talking about doing a presentation together. That makes way more sense than where my mind went. Please tell me Sophie isn't with her mother right now. Or being her mother right now.
Yeah.
Max, you're out here. That's great.
Complaining about the new boss to the old boss?
I think I used to complain about her. I didn't know how good I had it.
Nor does Owen. Once everything calms down, he'll be able to appreciate everything you're doing for him. Just give him time.
I know how she manipulates people with flattery, but it still works.
Is this an official graduate program performance review?
Officially? No. Unofficially, I could not be prouder or more honored that Vin is the first Regent's Chair grant recipient of my tenure.
I never thought I'd make it to college, let alone business school. Caledon's given me so much. And yet, somehow I managed to give it even more in return.
This grant is set up to foster the next generation of Caledon leadership. There is no one more deserving.
Owen has a lot of big plans for the school. How is the board handling it?
The way they handle everything, by clutching their pearls. And they're all rich retirees, so they literally wear pearls.
We do. We have a call scheduled this afternoon to hear some updates about his Caledon 2.0 plans. I'm sure it will be as lively as ever.
If not livelier.
I'll leave you two to catch up.
Enjoy your weekend. The campus is beautiful this time of year.
Yeah, go take your next famous photo. Preferably of me.
You know I always support your work, Maxine, but if you take his portrait before you take mine...
Don't listen to her.
Maybe I can use this photo to get to the folder on the table.
Como que faz esse negócio? Nunca sei.
Mind if I move that folder? My last shot felt a little cluttered.
Thank you for reminding me. It's yours. That auditing student handed it to me and told me to pass it on if I saw you. Strange girl.
While we'd love to stay in pose, we really should get ready for the call with the board. Pray for us.
Não é aquela menina mesmo.
That was fun. Meet me at the Turtle for part 2. XOXO. Safi's just fucking with me now. She's not even here. Safi's been one step ahead of me this whole time. Hopefully now I can get some answers.
It started in December, but lately it's been getting worse. So I came to Max for help. And she told me, well, it's really more about what I told her, that Arcadia Bay is still standing. And my mom, and everyone else, is alive. But then she told me that until very recently, this wasn't the case. But if I'm here, and Arcadia Bay is also here, I don't know. Do you know what it means? The visions, the different realities smashed together?
I have some, I want to say theories, but they're closer to fears at this point. Give me a minute. Max told me you're into astronomy. You want to take a look around? There's an image I captured upstairs that could be a new celestial object. Or it's just a speck of dust. Either way, you can help me name it.
Seriously? You're on.
All right, Moses. Let's see if you're as nerdy as Max says you are. Maybe Moses would let me print something for Max's birthday. Simultaneously existing in a state of dead and hanging in there. This is the coolest kettle in the history of heating liquids. I'm not big on the magical schoolgirl thing, but she gets badass points for that eye patch. If I wanted to make Moses' day, I could ask for his anime recommendations. Is this an art room or a physics lab? Moses seems to know how to blend the two with expertise. So many post-its. I've got to take this guy outside some night and ask him questions. Moses is going full Pepe Silvia with this investigation. Is that the dude from the bar last night? That's where I found Max last night. The place would be rubble if she hadn't been there.
And Max thinks the house is where the fire started. I don't know why it's important, only that it is.
A bunch of guys getting pissed off on a message board. This never ends well.
Those guys at the bar are planning their protest for tomorrow? I don't like that timing at all.
Agreed. And the forum is password protected. If someone was able to obtain it...
I'm on it. Whoa. What happened here?
Max took that photo before she jumped back here. But I swear the fire was in a slightly different place when she showed it to me yesterday.
So, Max's presence has changed something.
but the fire is still on its way. I've barely met this lady, but I keep seeing her face.
Safi was my best friend. I hate to put her up here, but she's been acting pretty erratic lately.
Whoa. I'll bet you could see light years with this baby.
O braço quebrando.
Wow. Moses flies his weeb flag high. Is that Nebula Rain? Only lesbians and uber nerds know about her. I should arrest this guy for future arson, just to be safe. Did he paint this himself? Why'd he stop? A horticulturalist, too? What can't this guy do? I'm not usually into the whole sappy nature drawing thing, but this tree is pretty badass. A pet iguana? Dude, this office has everything. Some of Max's favorites are in here. It's good that she found a new movie buddy. Moses needs a name for this dot. I should help him out. Wow. You process quickly.
I'm just laying it all out. We'll see if anything emerges.
So, Professor, have you solved me yet?
Not in the slightest. But I do have some follow-up questions. I'm sure you do too. Why don't you start?
Pessoa triste.
I know we have a metaphysical mystery to solve, but can I use your 3D printer?
What for?
It's Max's birthday. She's being so brave about this whole save the school thing, but I think she needs some encouragement. Your anime wall gave me an idea.
Say no more. You have to text me when you give it to her. She's gonna love it.
You got it. I don't mean to snoop, but who's Maya Okada?
She was a friend of Safi's. They were really close until Maya's suicide. That's what started all the craziness last year. Safi blamed several people for Maya's death, and she used her powers to get revenge.
Well, it's great that you bought her book.
And I wasn't the only one. Maya's work has been getting more attention in the last year. I'm sure Safi's delighted.
Give it to me straight, Doc. I'm ready.
I'd like to hear more about your visions. You said they started in December?
Yeah. And they weren't even visions at first. Just weird daydreams. Of a storm, or a path, or... But they just kept coming. Then I started thinking about them, even when I didn't want to think about them. And that moment in the green room a few days ago... I couldn't leave. I couldn't think about anything else. I was stuck on that path to the top.
Okay. What were you doing in the green room before it started?
Looking in a mirror. That place was a grimy dump. Usually my favorite kind of bar. But for some reason, I started thinking about tornadoes. When Max and I were in high school, there was this crazy week where Max thought a tornado was going to destroy the school. No, sorry, that did happen. But it also didn't happen? What's happening right now?
Let's start with what happened 10 years ago. A storm threatened your town, and Max was forced to make a choice. She saved you, and Arcadia Bay was destroyed.
But the town is okay. My mom texted me an hour ago.
Yes. Somehow, the storm didn't destroy the town, and you didn't die. Which doesn't make any sense, except... A year ago, a storm threatened the school and the town. And Max made another choice. Or rather, she refused to choose between Safi and Caledon. Somehow she saved Safi and the school. And however she tied those realities together, it appears...
She tied up some loose ends while she was at it. She brought me and Arcadia Bay back together? With Safi and all the rest?
Yes. Somehow. Your vision started when you remembered the tornado. The thing that couldn't have happened, but did. A paradox. Your life and experiences are coexisting along an entirely different reality. And that's not sustainable. Maybe when you encounter a paradox, you come unfixed somehow, but that would mean even us talking about it directly could... Oh no.
Aquele parque do Chaves.
Chloe, can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
Okay, stay calm and tell me what you see.
It's always the same path. It ends in this outcropping with a couple of benches.
Mensagem de Safi? É a Chloe viva. Nossa, pera, que bagunça. Safi morta. Eu já achava a vista do mirante olhando. Mas isso. A Safi viva, nem me fala. A Chloe viva. Como assim, Safi? A Safi viva. Ah, oi. poder te conhecer, Chloe. Desculpe ter te dizer ontem à noite. A Chloe morta. O que tá rolando? Sophie viva. Caramba, parece que a gangue toda tá aqui. Chloe viva. O que você tá fazendo aqui? A Sophie morta. Estando morta. Bem, maior parte. Sophie viva, ela tem razão. O resto da realidade foi decidido pela mãe. Mas esse lugar contém a verdade completa. A Sophie viva, eu gosto de voltar aqui. Ficar sentada no banco. A Chloe viva, eu não sei se é uma boa ideia. Sophie morta. Gente, que maluco. Porra, por que meu nome é Chloe viva? Gente, que maluquice.
Like a viewpoint.
The Overlook. That's where Sophie died.
But there's a lighthouse, too. Like the one from Arcadia Bay. There's a sign. It's for Caledon. And my old high school.
So this place pulls attributes from both towns. Hence the lighthouse.
Tem mais nenhum aqui, né? Isso aqui é da casa da coisa, né?
The sky is wild. Lots of auroras and shit.
She called off the search, stopped looking for herself. Missing, they said. Then, lost. Going, she replied. Then, gone.
Que maluquice.
There's always something weird when I get to the top of the path. Me, dead. Sophie, alive.
Sophie practically lives here now.
Nossa, pra flor. Fala bem.
The, ground turned to my high school bathroom.
Interesting. Does that place hold any special...
Okay, Max is pointing a gun at Sophie, and there are a lot of photos.
Photos of what?
No.
Aqui, morta no banheiro.
Shit. I saw Max. She had a gun, and it always ends a little differently, but
die. That's what I've been seeing. Me dying. Max killing me.
You said there were photos. What happened after that?
The lighthouse beam turned on, and... What's wrong?
Chloe, you vanished. Disappeared for about 3 seconds. Before you came crashing back into the cabinet.
What? Where did I go?
I don't know. I think maybe that place takes you back to the moment where Max made her choice. About Safi. About you. Max stitched these realities together, but if you keep going back there, picking at the stitches, it could all unravel.
I saw some of Safi's thoughts and memories. We're stuck in that place together.
Makes sense. Safi is aware of the dual realities, and she's suddenly back on campus. Maybe she's looking for the same answers you are.
She seems... depressed.
Well, you and she are trapped inside your own deaths. Emotionally, I can't imagine what that is doing to the both of you.
Arcadia Bay was brought back to life. Why aren't they stuck in that place too? My mom hasn't told me about any weird visions.
Have you told her about your visions? My point is, we don't know what's happening in Arcadia Bay. We can conjecture, but my focus is on helping you.
But Max chose to save me. Why do I keep dying?
You're returning to the moment of Max's choice. If the choice had been up to you, save yourself or save the town, what would you do?
I'd save the town. I'd sacrifice myself. That's what I told Max to do then. At the time, it felt like what I had to do.
And the overlight seems to reflect that.
So what do I do? How do I make sure I don't think about... you know?
Well, distractions seem to help. Your job. Loud music, lots of people, probably kept you safer. But now that you're aware of it, and what it means, we might have just accelerated whatever is happening. I'm so sorry.
Hey, man. I asked.
We won't risk any more explorations into the overlight. That's what we're calling it now, by the way. I'll do some brainstorming. Maybe research mental techniques for...
Don't bother. You've got to focus on the fire.
But we need a plan. Your visions are growing in intensity, and that place is dangerous. If you spend more time there, you could end up in the other timeline. The one where you died.
I'm serious. It's okay. Why should I get to cheat death? It's not like I deserve it more than my dad. Or Rachel. Max saved me in the bathroom. But she couldn't make it stick. The time she bought me, it's enough. More than I deserve.
What do you mean? Of course you deserve to exist.
Not according to reality, or the universe, or whatever keeps trying to make me dead.
Max has done everything she could for me. She always has. The least I can do is be there for her now. So, on to the good stuff. Who do we think is planning to start a fire? I met this guy last night. Didn't seem like a criminal. Criminally pretentious, maybe.
Lucas Colmenero is a former Caledon professor. He's been stirring up animosity between Caledon and Lakeport.
If he hates Caledon, you and Max won't be able to get much out of him. Max may have gone full Ivory Tower, but bars are still my scene. I'll head back there right now to chat with him and his protest buddies. Maybe I can learn more about their plans.
Lasciamo poi distacchi.
You can do this, Max. It's only Sophie.
Matar. Que saco, não gosto quando eu perco as fotos.
Stop stalling, Max. Go talk to her.
Ah, mas se tiver fotos aqui.
I wonder if Sophie was lurking around the turtle last night. You could stare at the pretty art, or you could talk to the person you came here to see.
Todo lugar tá... Ai, cadê aqui? Vou tirar foto.
The quiet conversation.
Encontro a Costa. Ai, vou ter que voltar. Capítulos.
Sophie?
In the flesh.
Putting aside everything that just happened, I'm really glad to see you. The real you.
Oh. I do not deserve you, Max Caulfield. That's it. Well, don't just sit there and gawk. What did you want to talk to me about?
Why are you here? After all this time?
Oh, was that it? I don't know. Maybe I miss this place. Maybe I wanted to peep those famous leaves, or maybe I have some unfinished business.
Safi.
Come on, Max. If you ask me basic-ass questions, you'll get basic-ass answers.
Whatever brought you back, I'm glad you're here. I've been worried about you.
About little old me?
Essa menina é chata.
Even so, I do appreciate you keeping my cameo in your class to yourself. That's why all us students go gaga for you, Professor. The sad truth is, I'm here for you. Don't give me that dewy-eyed look. I can't decide if it makes me want to kiss you or murder you.
Then why have you been avoiding me all day? Not to mention ghosting me for the last year.
I left here believing I had a purpose. I was gonna find more people like us. But the further I got from Caledon, the more I started to feel... what's the word?
Unmoored?
Deranged. These intrusive thoughts started playing in my head. My emotions were all over the place, and the visions... horrible. Waking dreams of my death. Storm. And I realized it wasn't being on the road or being away from Caledon. It wasn't my mother or Diamond or anyone else. It was you. You did something to me.
I saved you. Your powers were out of control, and I found a way to stop the storm and pull you out of there.
You talk like you understand what happened. Everyone here has forgotten what happened in the storm, but I'm still living it. Do you even know?
Your power went haywire. You broke into pieces. I had to pull you together.
And then what? Think. Where did you go in there?
It was all these motel rooms. Like the ones Chloe and I stayed in.
Have you considered why?
After Arcadia Bay, the road became my safe place. I guess being in another storm made my mind go back there.
Where did you go next?
I'm remembering. It was like the eye of the storm. Did I block this out? Was I affected by storm amnesia?
Did you and Moses come up with that? Cute.
The lighthouse. The overlook. I remember thinking, it's the same storm. It's all somehow connected. And then I saw you. You were dead on the ground. I thought I could use my power to bring you back. To merge the timelines.
But you saw her too, didn't you?
Chloe. She was surrounded by all the suffering and trauma from the storm. I thought, if I could remove it, maybe she'd be okay. Maybe she and I could start over. All I needed to do was...
The moment you saw her, she was all that mattered. She forgot all about me.
I'm sorry. I had no idea what I would find in there. I went into the storm to save you.
Of course you did. You're Max fucking Caulfield, Space-Time's golden girl. You'll always try to save everyone and everything you can. But fuck! How many times do you need the universe to tell you it's not interested? These things we have, they're just cruel jokes. Your powers destroyed a whole town. You really thought the same powers would bring it back without any issues?
I thought I was beginning to understand my powers. But you're right. I've been... focused on Moses and Chloe and on myself, not on all the damage I can do. Moses and I have been working for months to understand and control my powers. How can I understand them if I don't even trust my own mind?
Now there's a question worth asking, and while you're answering that one, maybe throw in what you and Moses are up to. What are you collecting evidence for? What is that weird selfie photo of you, and why is my name on a whiteboard labeled suspects?
You snuck into Moses' office?
Don't deflect. You say that you're my friend, that you care about me? Prove it. Tell me what is going on.
Vamos contar.
This campus is going to burn to the ground tomorrow, unless I stop it.
How do you... Oh, I see.
Then you can understand why I am using my powers and doing everything I can to figure out how it starts.
If you saw this campus burn down, then it means it was supposed to happen. Who are you to stop it?
What are you saying? I can't just let it burn.
Reality is cruel, but it's still reality. It doesn't bend to your will.
I saw an innocent student suffocate to death. It was horrible. There were many more, all across campus.
I'm sorry, I didn't realize. I know you're doing what you think is right. I really hope it is this time. Why is Diamond calling me? Are you responsible for this?
No. I mean, maybe a little, but she's worried about you.
Fine. Enjoy the lakeside vibes. I'll be back.
Sophie seems really messed up. After talking to her, I have even more questions than before. Sophie could be a while. When I'm ready, I should text Chloe and check in with her. Sophie never used to let me see what she was working on. Is this an olive branch or a trick? Even for Sophie, that's some heavy chain smoking. Whatever Chloe's doing now, I hope she's okay.
I'll check in with Max, then see what we can dig up about the protests. Ooh, not sure I want to step into the middle of whatever this is. New plan. Find out more about the protests, then come back to Max. Moses mentioned that professor and some townies organizing a protest on a message board. Better look into it.
Esqueci de ver aqui. Cedo demais para baixo, se der certo. Fale com o Lucas, consigo mais informações, eu tenho acesso.
This making out and doing drugs booth has a lot of funny buttons in it. Is the art upside down, or is our world? Whoa. If I knew college involved dart gun battles, I might have applied myself more in high school.
Hey. Amanda, right?
Oh, hey. It's quite a show you put on last night. Wish I could have sold tickets for it.
If you're looking to book any shows this month, my band is headed east soon.
Oh, you're in a band?
Oh, I manage them. Drugstore Makeup. They're a mathcore synth-pop art punk band.
Oh, sweet. So, like, the Minutemen mixed with a little Fall of Troy.
Yeah. Spot on.
Send me their stuff. I'll see if there's a date that works.
I appreciated our chat last night before everything got crazy.
I'm just glad Max is okay. More than okay, actually. She's, like, glowing. You didn't knock her up, did you?
Really? I mean, it was kind of an intense night. And morning. I'm surprised.
You can go see for yourself. She was meeting someone. I think one of her students? I'm understaffed, so I'm not serving back there today.
Makes sense. Thanks. See you later.
I'll be here.
Hey, what's the deal with these?
Damn it. Hey, Joey! We gotta keep these firecrackers outside with the rest. Some of the Lakeport dudes are apparently planning a fireworks party this weekend. Doesn't matter to me as long as it's not in here where they could quite literally blow up in my face.
Sounds reasonable.
Not much of a stage, but I could see Drugstore Makeup blowing some Mountain State mines here.
I guess security's pretty lax around here.
Guess so.
I've been hearing about this anti-Caledon group. How do I get in?
You want to protest Caledon? Aren't you a student there?
No. I grew up in the area. I'm moving back home, and I hate what Caledon is doing to the community. I'm tired of seeing rich assholes bulldoze through small towns.
I feel that. Well, there were some informational flyers at the last meeting here. Joey told us to destroy them after, but you never know.
I'll look around. Thanks. So, what's this protest against Caledon all about?
You'll have to ask Joey. He's the man behind the plan.
But you're part of that whole group, right? There must be some reason.
Everyone's got their reasons. I don't expect we'll accomplish fuck all, but it beats sitting around and bitching about it.
What do you do when you're not getting in fights with strange women at bars?
I used to pull shifts at Kruller's before that closed. Now I'm trying to get a job at the timber mill where my dad worked.
What happened to him?
He skipped out on us when I was pretty young. Don't know where he went.
That's fucked up. I'm sorry. I've been hearing about this anti-Caledon group. How do I get in?
You want to protest Caledon? Aren't you a student there?
No. I grew up in the area. I'm moving back home, and I hate what Caledon is doing to the community. I'm tired of seeing rich assholes bulldoze through small towns.
I feel that. Oh, there were some informational flyers at the last meeting here. Joey told us to destroy them after, but you never know.
I'll look around. Thanks. See you later, Ren.
You got it.
Nothing to go off of yet. Maybe I can get someone else to open up? Looks complicated and full of tiny pieces. My old nerd friend Steph and Mikey would love it. If I was designing a mascot for this state, it would be an expensive water bottle covered in stickers inside a microbrewery. Imagine living in a place where you can just leave your coat somewhere and it's still there later. First one to stop a fire from burning down the school gets a gumball.
Dear listeners, there was a moment last night when I thought I might never get to speak to you again. Never share what I've discovered. When the countdown rang out at the Abraxas house and it became clear that the very building I was standing in would be demolished in a matter of seconds, only my quick wits, my poise under pressure, and my determination to share the truth kept me alive. And what have I discovered? That the administration is so hell-bent on destroying the Abraxas house that they're willing to break the law and put lives at risk. The Lakeport County Court has ordered that the Abraxas house cannot be demolished until a structural engineer examines the foundation. That inspection is scheduled for 2 days from now. So why were there explosives lining the walls of the basement this weekend? I have one theory. The Abraxas Alumni Network is vast and well-connected. The elites of business and politics. Could their fabled Hall of Secrets be filled with illicit blackmail material? Blackmail that current and former members use for leverage against the administration? I'm not the only one with concerns. Students and faculty alike are wondering what sinister truths Abraxas might be hiding. So one must ask, why would President Teller coordinate an illegal fly-by-night demolition? Is the Abraxas Society's iron grip on the administration beginning to slip? Or is the administration so intent on covering up whatever terrible skeletons lay buried inside the Abraxas Hall of Secrets? I will not rest until I have found the truth and reported it to you.
Back in my shadier days, I would have called this the free shit box. Water is an essential part of a healthy beer diet.
I can't make out much, but I think this is the password I'm looking for. Got the password. Now time to take a look at that forum. Hey. I hear you're the guy to ask about the protest.
No clue what you're talking about.
I'm gonna need some intel before I can get this guy to talk to me. Everyone knows the best grilled cheese comes from a shopping cart in the alleyway outside the bar at 2 a.m.
Hey, buddy. You're like a month early.
Maybe this pumpkin's actually an alien monster, just pretending to...
This guy's out of his gourd. Her laptop and my truck would have a great time getting high together.
Ayo.
Do you know anything about this protest that people are planning online?
I've heard some things. I tried looking into it, but their forum is password protected.
I think I might have that password, actually.
For real? Let's take a look. And we're in.
Cidadãos Lakeport contra a corrupção de Caledon. Encontram para os moradores se organizarem em uma resistência legítima contra a liderança corrupta da universidade. Texto confirmado. Olhe o local para confirmar. Manda uma lana. Mais detalhes. Aí sim, já estava na hora. Cartaz e tocha. Alguém disse, irmão, vou perder a liga de boliche. Dirigir de Brattleboro até aí. Mas não perco essa por nada. Eles todos vão pagar amanhã. Todos os idiotas estilistas que deixaram Lakeport sofrer. Ponto Caledon fica mais rica. Todos os estudantes que ignoraram não deram a mínima pra gente. Grande mocinha. Eles não vão ignorar a gente agora, com certeza. Gostei da empolgação, mas cuidado, mesmo que saia no fórum privado, sempre pode ter algum infiltrado. Só confie em conversas particulares.
Nothing like a little Latin to class up your angry protest. I'm guessing the mod is Joey. Anyone willing to skip bowling league must be serious about combating institutional corruption. This dude is legit scary. And none of his buddies seem concerned at all. And the winner for most creative use of the $sign goes to Cardinal Sin. They're pretty paranoid about infiltrators. Which means I'd better do a really good job infiltrating their shit.
These fucking assholes. How is any of this going to help? They're gonna set back everything we're doing to rebuild the town.
The protest hasn't happened yet. We could still keep it from getting out of hand.
You're right. I'll tell Noelle to get campus security ready.
Good plan. I'll see if I can get any more info out of Joey.
See you later.
I'll be here.
The Forum is scary. But it gave me a lot of good intel to use with the bartender.
We'll go for tomorrow?
Excuse me?
Protest, man. I'm on the message board.
What's your tag?
We've been chatting for weeks. I'm Cardinal Sin.
I see. Maybe you are, but no way to know for sure, is there? Why weren't you at the last meeting?
Dude, it was bowling league. We had our match against those dillweeds from Brattleboro. Did you expect me to no-show?
I guess that checks out. Maybe you missed the meeting, but you must know the group motto from the message board. What is it?
Sic Semper Tyrannis, which I believe translates to, how sick will it be when we squash these tyrants?
Close enough. All right, you're good. Hate to be so paranoid, but you know how it is. We muster here, noon tomorrow, and then head straight for the admin building. And prepare yourself. This reckoning has been a long time coming. Things could get heated.
That's what I'm banking on.
This lady doth motherfucking protest. Time to tell Max she's got a girl on the inside.
Acabei de falar com o professor.
So, do you live here or what?
I'm working. Many great writers worked in bars. Capote, Kerouac, Burroughs.
I get it. I do my best work in bars, too. Could any of those dudes set up a merch table in under 5 minutes? What's the deal with that guy, Joey? Is he, like, your leader?
Go ask him yourself. I'm busy.
So, what's your deal? You got booted from Caledon, but you're hanging around because... I bet I know. Divorce?
Actually, yes. I'm staying in Lakeport to remain connected to my son. How did you know?
You have strong divorced guy vibes.
Uh-huh. And your obvious daddy issues are from your own parents' divorce, I'm guessing?
No. My dad died when I was a kid.
Oh.
I'm hearing about this protest against Caledon. I want in.
I'm afraid your association with a certain former colleague of mine means I will have to decline further conversation.
Really? Why?
Goodbye.
Yeah. I'm not gonna get anything out of this guy.
Hello, ma'am. Can I tell you about our grilled cheese specials today?
Chloe!
Cheese, okay. You do not need to act this surprised every time we see each other.
How did it go with Moses?
You did not prepare me for that guy's office. Holy shit.
No, I mean, did he help you?
He tried. Not fixed yet, as far as I can tell. What about you? Did you crack the case with the Abrax holes?
No, I'm at a dead end. I know Sophie is hiding something in her bag, but she was too smart to leave it with me.
What's with all the sneaky stuff? Why don't I just run over there, grab what's in her bag, throw the bag in the water, and give you the stuff?
Throw her bag in the water?
Yoink.
Bitch, you did not just...
The fuck? Here, take the mask before she comes back and beats my ass.
Sophie had an Abraxas mask in her bag. We have it now, thanks to you.
So many questions. But for now, I think we better run before she realizes she's missing it. And I have just the getaway.
Ai, caraca.
I know that our short time depends on it. No, we can't treat it lightly. Oh, it will likely kill me that I must live without you, 'cause I can't swim.
And then did I say something badass? Like, it's time to fight fire with fire.
You did not. I thought about it, but decided it would be lame. At least coming from me. So, I know President Teller was the one who ordered the demolition last night. And I'm pretty sure Reggie was involved somehow. He's the president of Abraxas.
Double presidential crime. 2 for the price of 1.
There's a secret occultist party at the Abraxas house tonight. Sophie must be going. That's why she had the mask.
And now we have it. Next stop, freaky college party.
What about the protesters? Could one of them really start the fire?
They're super pissed off and looking to make themselves heard. Honestly, with what I've learned about Caledon using the storm to take over more of Lakeport, I can't say I blame them for being angry. But this shit's dangerous.
At least we know about it now. That gives us a shot, right?
What happened between you and Sophie?
I told her about the fire. Her reaction was disturbing. She blames me for what's happening to her. And to you. And I think she's right. What's scary is that I didn't even know I was using my powers this time. And I still created a mess.
Look, I don't know Sophie, but from what I can tell, she was plenty fucked up before you ever met her. Yes, your powers are weird, and sometimes freak me out too. But there isn't a single person in the world I would trust with them more than you.
I think I needed to hear that. Thank you.
Don't mention it. Hey, I made you something. Now that Supermax is back in action, I thought she needed her own badass action figure. Happy birthday!
This is incredible! With everything going on, I barely remembered today was my birthday.
Good thing my ass is here then. So, your crew here is the sassy bartender, the uber nerd, and the shape-shifting wild card. That it?
You make it sound like I'm assembling a team to rob a bank.
Well, if so, you're obviously missing someone.
Oh, who's that?
The Barbarian. Who else is gonna go berserker on their asses?
Good point. Glad to have you as part of the crew.
I bet I loved being a part of it. Using your powers. I bet it felt... exciting. Like... being in on it again. After all this time.
Of course you are. Ever since that day at 2Ls. I think I would have gone insane a long time ago without you as my confidant.
But... it's weird. That version of me that just fucked with your friend. What happened to her after you rewound?
Moses has his theories. I don't really understand them. I think reality is always shifting, but people are a constant. Like this canoe. It bobs back and forth in the lake, but we stay in place.
I hope you're right. To me, it feels more like we're going down Niagara Falls in a barrel.
I know he didn't fix you, but was Moses able to figure out anything?
Hard to say. I got the feeling he couldn't decide if he was more interested in helping me or studying me.
What does he think is going on?
The word paradox was thrown around a lot. Also, anomaly. He said a lot of big words. They all basically amount to me being doomed.
That's not true. We're going to figure this out. I promise.
Oh, you're so damn sweet when you're earnestly reassuring me that everything isn't fucked.
Fine.
When I was living this weekend, the first time, I really thought my life was starting to make some sense. But it seems like chaos always finds me.
Eu sou o caos.
The only chaos you're dealing with is me. Everything was fine before I showed up. You have a whole new life here. I know I don't fit into it.
No, that's not what I meant at all.
Okay. So, try again. And if you rewind, I'll know.
I wouldn't dare. I meant, I thought my life was starting to make sense, but I was wrong. I was focused on myself, and my career, and everything else. But there was a part of me, maybe the most important part, that was still lost. I don't really know how any of this shit works, but somehow, with all this crazy stuff happening, you're here now. And I know it's because you needed me. But I think I needed you just as much. And I wasn't brave enough to realize it.
cena de filme, né? Vamos lá.
Be careful!
Ai, caraca. Trollou todo mundo. Não vai deixar mesmo? Não, não vai deixar.
Come on!
Não vai deixar, não. Nem precisei ficar em nada.
You ever feel like the universe is trying to fuck with you?
We have met before, right? I'm Chloe Price, the universe's crash test dummy. Max Caulfield. Did you try to kiss me?
What? How did you know?
Again, I do know you a little bit. So what happened?
I fell into the lake.
Wait, how many times did you try?
Twice. Both were a disaster. Seemed like the perfect moment. But I guess not.
Well, we'll just have to find the next perfect moment, won't we? After I'm finished laughing my ass off at the image of you going overboard.
Shut up! You fell too, you know. I can't believe I never took a boat out here until now.
Just add it to the list of conveyances I've dragged your ass into over the years.
Let's hear the list.
Well, there was my truck, of course. That shopping cart in San Francisco. Then there was that Vespa we had in Salt Lake City.
I thought I was gonna go flying off the back so many times.
We had that tandem bicycle in Chicago. That was a disaster. And Izzy's friend's weed dealer's tuk-tuk we joyrode in Nashville.
Honestly, how are we still alive?
You mean, how are we so awesome?
The Maybon party is starting soon. We've got to get to the Abraxas house.
Though I can't tell if this is better to be left another lesson learned.
So, what's next? Change into black robes?
Black shirts, going by the old photo. Then we head over to Fremont Street.
And look for smoke.
Gente, eu vou parar por aqui. Estamos com 2 horas de live. 2 horas e meia de live. Vou sair pra jogar Overwatch com o time lixo. E amanhã a gente volta a jogar Life is Strange. Então, até a próxima.